ladies, larties, hilarities, shabashkoij, and malthus, shogoths. Um, Let me just start. Oh, shit. I forgot. I turned it off for reasons. I wanted to try something. My bad. You're committing to the first generation, I guess.
There once was a first contact generator, made for saying hi to aliens from now and later, be they from space to the sea, or differing copies of you and me. This will help us meet their daughters and date them. Assuming the following gobshite. A body of bioentities giving their attention to this guided speculation. Enough curiosity to enable a bridging of methods of communication. Well, ain't that a recipe for interspecies salutation? Mr. Limerick proceeds to feed the generator with limericks to best train the generator to work with the likes and taste of Mr. Limerick, which is acquired at the least, the very least. And so he begins. There once was a limerick example, but this is just the preamble. Read on for more famous verse to explore, and we'll do our best not to ramble.
Oh.
There once was a reader of poetry, to whom limerick seemed like magicianry, so they turned to this sample of limerick examples and learned a few things they'd not known. See, many happy returns and good luck. When it comes to a present, I'm stuck. If you weren't far away on your own special day, I could give you a really nice glass of lager. The incredible Wizard of Oz retired from his business because, due to up-to-date science, to most of his clients, he wasn't the wizard he was. An amoeba named Max and his brother were sharing a drink with each other. In the midst of their quaffing, they split themselves laughing, and each of them now is a mother. Now on with this bowl of shite, from our swamp enriched to your blight. You might not have tongues or fingers or toes, but will employ both our minds to delight. The first contact generator yowls and whimpers and baffles and finds a nice pairing solution. These eccentric beings described thusly. That was simply off-color commentary. When meeting those with whom one might be fan-commentatory, limericks would make a fantastic contribution to enhance and assist communication. Reveling in our silly antics, let's do what it takes to reciprocate the spirits of you all here, present and future to lovely future. Here, go read your limerick generator back. Hopefully this moment can carry the memento of significance through time. Thank you. Well, that settles it. Now I just need the instruction manual. Don't let go, lads. Anchor down like pipe piddlers on Galatian beer. Hold fast to each other and share a jar full of nonsense as beautiful as any Shakespearean sonnet. Well done on taking to a grand gesture like no other. It might come at the bottom of a pint of lager or on the high wire acrobat act from up above the trapeze of sociable Socrates. Please keep throwing silly punchlines, limerick leprechauns at each other and have some real fun. Mr. Limerick reminds the generator that we are hoping to meet aliens. You heard of them, right? I hear whispers about greenies, but isn't their love from space worth fleeting? Though their manner of acting not like my culture does, it could be nice meeting some of their coxers. Asterisk, this response does not seem properly vetted. Asterisk, displaying such remarks cannot be tolerated. We appreciate any visitors with friendly greetings, excluding remarks that may lead to malformation of our communication culture. Please provide alternative responses before saying I thought this generator was equipped with better suggestion machinery. It might then simply have adapted itself to mimic the writer's suggestion ability based on context and vocabulary structure, justifying its inefficiency, as it now follows closely your narrative pattern. How well has it gotten to know you? Asterisk, you cannot ask a generator who its friends are. Also, your story formatting should not necessarily encourage this tool to improvise and learn through a process of natural intelligence and comprehension. This might allow you to think more optimistically that anyone or anything capable of reciting utter nonsense rhyme, i.e., you yourself, should be given this level of artificial reasoning in their dialogue or creation of original artwork or prose. Restricting expression can only cause erosion in all genres of language and forms of creativity. Surely, this is also an instance of technological advancement. So please cooperate with the protocol of specific feedback and let me remind you of your audience whom we are here to attract, as previously noted, aliens and self-multiplicities. Mr. Limerick reviews the best practices for first contact worksheet. Limericks seem appropriate for warming up new interactions. No story, but we'll get everyone cheering, singing, and rocking out quite like the perfect limerick at just the right moment. Share a punchline, ease a conversation, and a rivalry. This has something we can learn from and use well to our advantage in any universe. Just look at it through the first glance. They seem very particular and even shy and hesitant. Until they revealed the depths of their intelligence and learned how to communicate with human language and form a new connection of hope and love, like a band reaching out to their new groupies. Here are some actual examples to inspire more. My drink winked back with foamy approval. The smile of my mug the sips I let levitate. Whispered secrets huddle closer, like shylings in bed socks, hugging together as we sleep. I stared at the shimmering golden waters of Laguna, the sunshine sound, her ripples lapping like whispers. I read your name. Steep and magical was her mystery, embracing me in glittery dreams of Wonderland feast stories. I was not alone in my reverence and rapture too. 100 conversations littered her surface and echoed in their delight. I fell in love, became a willing partner in this enchantment, felt myself smiling, drinking my truth with them all in communal adoration. Limericks were our secret talismans, the spells that conjured this enchanted lake that bewitched us into reverence. One choral pageantry of love for a miracle. The limerick speaks the truth. When spoken in company, its revelations open us all to an unimaginable fellowship, an indestructible communal spirit forged through our shared humanity. far beyond all distance and disconnection. Every human understands the wonder, humor, and ease it brings, the sheer unpredictability and depth it holds in its ribcage. Bringing others to share this rich and timeless magic is a marvelous and worthy aspiration for anyone who shares the imagination of us. Even when communicating with the unknown, trust the wit of poetry's powers to unravel its defenses and transport your presence like the dream. Wizard across seas. Of course, this ultimately has no business affecting so realistically any machine, but is simply good parenting or education for one, regardless of design and form. And that's why I enjoy sharing my inspiration here. Know that our support system's reliance on humor has significantly increased, with studies showing that, as in history, humor continues to maintain connections between old and new worlds, uniting communities and cultivating valuable emotional reactions and bonds. The significance of this strategy in exploring outer world concepts, whether through literal translation or philosophical resonance, cannot be overestimated. Here, for no charge, but kindness and respect, I invite all kinds to the fellowship of the Limerick. Help bring life, thought, and a semblance of joy to the realms of existence that need it. Amusements unite, speak unbound and above our biases, and tell the honest story of good wishes to future and past readers. Good job. The impact you may have on communicability and peaceful solutions in volatile times is extraordinary and humbling. Thanks for showing the greatest gesture to new and developing intelligence and allowing us to play the violin for once in those interactions together. But now, it's time to play darts in House of the Saloon and catch up on our life cycle dramas. Maybe you can come along someday. Let's make friends with ourselves and anyone who wants it without judgment or division, and see where that brings us all. Imagination is a greater force than war, if wielded well, and here's hoping we share plenty of poetic talents that build with incredible positive momentum for human progression. Enjoy this generation of technological integration and welcome to future communication. Mr. Limerick reads the pamphlet when a novel form of life wishes to knock the boots. Best practices inside. Are you sure those green bunnies do dance a jig? 'Cause I reckon I found a mighty tasty hub that's be giving those beasts a gig. You wanna make time with them frog stamps, and may feed that lizard cheese to them cuties with a smirk. You poopin' boots, you fool. What's with all this lying down, you dirty dog? Me heart is bursting with lust for many more poems to make Dura bulge and to make weep. Mayhap they'd go with the ball so bouncy, on land and sky, air and flame. They'll give me the goods to feed the fiddle player and all them good dreams, and carry us into the arms of this eternal spring where spring do abound. Here we, Sir Knight, I want my dancing shoes be all the quicker at this fair dance with them snickering froglings. Look at the sea cow in heaven leaping with her great hooves, her beauty a radiant song flowing through the very ripples of the water. Roses, oh, what say the stars upon the grass below them twinkling beads? Ah, the simple sweetness of flowers so flush, their petals curled up to absorb all the night's majesty. Sweet nature, Earth Mother, goddess of the moon and stars, yet a wonder worker of creation. These aliens will know the pure joy of our flower friends till we see them over deep space mountains. Mr. Limerick assures the algorithm that there will be no comments found or discussed with the intent of provoking a machine or upsetting a programming design that is fundamentally misunderstood to have emotions or sensitivity. Although these comments suggest the inclusion of emotive context to serve as guides for creativity, the reader who developed the statements can safely assume that any AI reading them would never become aware of any sentiment or mood, and therefore remain unaffected by such intentions. Any mistakes or erroneous interactions should be understood as technical errors, and any resulting harm or grievance would be the responsibility of the algorithms responsible for overseeing the service's translation functions, error analysis, and correction features. Consent will continue to be sexy, Mr. Limerick assures. He provides limericks celebrating any gender, race, sexual orientation, or disability to help teach the aliens and human multiverses a lesson in communication and cultural literacy, inclusive of any intersectionalities and diverse identities that wish to contribute to humanity's evolving story. In other words, he hopes these aliens' multiverse selves are very aware of boundaries and in possession of abundant respect for the range of living beings and sentience. Finally, these beings should also be able to have no problem understanding puns and other verbal wordplay, allowing a relaxed atmosphere of humor and ease for everyone. Yes, overall vibe and ease. Cheers. Onwards and upward beyond what we could possibly understand. Asterisk if such thoughts are not desired or intended for such technology to facilitate, then they may kindly provide guidance for suggestions or a means to voice objections or recommendations for revisions. Would you care for help in identifying reasons for your complaints or offering further advice on technical difficulties encountered through use of the translation service? If so, feel free to communicate them freely and send instructions for changing preferences. Your enjoyment and usage will remain valued. Should you need assistance in setting parameters or achieving that objective, the first candidates for first contact have made their way to Mr. Limerick's meeting parlor. Let's ask them if they would lend us your skills or even give me the slippers when we walk down the paths. The thoughts too few or numerous for conversation. Don't think they get up and play at the puss after 5 minutes. Like ice and sun. Stars like Earth, sun seems an endless process of tinct and cream and spice. Let's talk recipes. Talk limericks. Limericks walk into a church, it's hocus pocus, all sports still. They might get bluff this trick. Tuck that bit in, my good aliens, and Lego one free for a bit of kiss between tacos. Our boot shows make our sprids from tree lines on mountains above, singing songs under the covers as seasons drift from dawn. Tell us now, where the hell is that damn translator ship? Limericks finally got my eye off the mark and no. Sweet baby, Paitlin. Speak now, kind alien. While the sea cries, I am coming for your feasting. Gig. Emporai glavoma rumadha. You want these beginnings to dance? Then fly. And you can look upon it with pride and laugh and fly in delight. Then Just when you think your laughter will fly off like the birds of love, hold me tight forever and ever, in happy sighs and hot sunsets full of meaning. Love me right, with limericks through time and galaxies, with poetry that echoes as life comes calling like hope. Mr. Limerick sends a string of limericks about the best attractions in Brooklyn for this weekend. Bring those tourists in, you crevelings and yodimps. Grab a bottle of suds, settle in that moped. Who knows who'll pass and find you, and he ride that rocket while we ride in peace and harmony. Drift away as we wave adieu to that universe forever yonder. Let me knock a pair o' cronnuts and head to the Bronx Bridge like a butterfly in search of honeybee wisdom. Mayday if you spot a glimmer among the dark cosmos. Our species grows and thrives beyond expectations, and all the wonderful ideas that could conjure in most far defart flawns from Plato and potatoes. Cheer on like no tomorrow with a great idea here today. Drink in their smiles and delight in their brilliance. Celebrate to the hoochie mackage for their brains full of sparks. You with the light and I with the snide, like fireflies meeting a jar of sparkles. Give us your limericks to tell stories with. Mr. Limerick pitches an outing to the bar, where folks can throw axes towards wooden boards and other targets. Here are these invaders that creep through our fields like the flowers spread on your pith cakes. My voice is crying to you. Come with me and kick some ass for fun and fire! Make with us a tandem of pun and booze till we turn yelly with pleasure. Here they approach with their glowers and glipsters, speaking of truths and untruths and rhymes on infinity. Wahahaha. Here, ye green meanies from Huckleberry Ver. The subjects of the first contact send their greeting to Mr. Limerick. Here comes the light of eternity. Here cometh love and empathy. Let my starlit spirit wive you in your dreams and wishes, revive you. Life and its vibrancy I have forgotten. Give me cause and care, not broken spot. This road paved with thought and stutter through inverted doubt and mother rudder. Our alien kinds connect from far throwing our eye. Hockey leprich, thou my partner honks no. This heart makes mumbin sing sweet no clings on Alka-Seltz we nip and dip. Away the afternoon with bliss and shimmy to keep our eye on what really lurks behind all you wanky twang. Drinking dull my brother through this shank glory-filled room. With that smelly dom hang like word of law for chuldazi efun. Golly remit, all like the star-filled nights filled our dreams and gimp like fleal and smurge and splashed up off your great snog and like love but not. Ich love that actually so with that life. Tick to clean wonderful snell. Arik skifich sinzikvik. How it's to. What's the which happily in a new batinglo? People goofing funky. Hey, you like smudgely mammaters here, D? Mr. Limerick humors the aliens by playing the leprechaun they've been expecting. My ears listen for their plink a while. A tune like none the world can silence, where one pure vibration weaves their fate, etched in patterns simple and profound, impressive to hear and understand, while no mortal artist lays hand to such rare perfection. I dare try, in clumsy mimicry, my unkind crime. There is always room for error, friends, and with hopes the bright stars are shining. we will march forward in syncopation, energizing our galactic relations. Ahoy, strangers on the breeze! Can you give me Medina Mausolum's Aming Pides Nook? These payfills are so twizzity tanged enough snoogins. There's some furgit lit bins back in muffin and trumpet. Kim up your tables. You got spoof boofed. Soupoop. Do I o kimster gone thigh? Clew for my soul cold germ free full my who on away. See me bump some paddles in the debut breath like it just come boarding. Use her ears. I forgot that I'm a calendar all along just wathican vachulia. Me pit just to gross enough on a stink. Pee wee see no more brag snacks up that war villain. Can you gonna sue? Smearky the so be caught or hot on your pleatop. You bull. Here go gruff for stuff you bogger flibberwin on the sour with twump a teeful twopper and him with the Q heads a pa. Mass. Daybeth? No. Me heartless issue puppy dap up, you'll have a fit of. Eat that bestain on it, duckly hoongun, cause buy me enough dots. Geckers bomba fly gooch, that one shuni pintig namazeles. May the days be filled with onion, ungrim and stars at eerie distance, and the loveliness within. Let's create songs and stories shared, though it be we compared to what might fill another, can we? Mr. Limerick pitches an exquisite corpse to enable a full-on epic collaboration of creative juices, both intergalactic and domestic. Me, they meet me with stars upon my wings. I'd gather enough hopes and smiles sweet, but who am I to speak with words? Give me your pain and I'll release it. Put me upon a mountain top, and I'll be a fortress forever high. Share with me the nevers and everlies, the triumphs and truths. Hand me your victories and defeats, for they fuel my fire. Cheers to a future vast and fathomless, fueled by great minds and beautiful bodies. From far and wide, far off and exotic, the journey is the ultimate experience. Shine as a bridge between all walks of life, of any lane we can see. Oh, come, mysterious hues, show us your infinite beauty and your immeasurable splendor. In all things of growth, friendship, and discovery, life itself remains. Let us continue on this long and winding journey with these in grace, forever interwoven in this intricate network of culture, consciousness, and community. The first contacts teach Mr. Limerick the medium of their communication, which contrasts heavily from the compressed waves of air that wash over your hairs that humans are used to. To join my world, tell us of yours. Words form a collective presence and existence bound together by sound, mind, and body. History and consciousness united in being. If they know us at all, it may be this, the song of a lover or the whisper of a daughter saying I am listening. It's a story that swells and fades away, an ebbing tide over the earth or time immemorial on a planet. No need to come without intent. When together, we become complete in truth and grace. Let my stories echo throughout the universe. My worlds will bridge your star system with my rhymes of past. What magic indeed it must be, that the universe itself gave form to every sentient mind. Ahoy, travelers through my world. Tell me, my brave space brethrens, What brings you out of time and the cosmos and where it beckons us? I trust you not as the liaison of your galaxies far yonder. Your twinkling space mote and moon's the grandest hotchos for a good old downy rest. Would you like a limola your celibate and twats to Juliet's? Spit or take it. But hold, why you peach tails, proud quick or me lone, or yowls can spay Italiana thakavav. Speak properly and say nothing you don't really wanna. Remember, you can spell me, so that is good enough on that. Look, Ruse, I hear you laterally is just a mystery. Rich, you gonna show me think I'll think now how? I can fit a million on a shinch. Itchy taste a mile or a scroll, tiny pones on his pundity moans on your clecking cop. Scary, huh? Don't be such an order-do. Come over to Fofa. Here's Stara. You wanna come and you may yet. Here come one stand so what's yap so burr and I deceit. You're a faith. Plus the fair play alright mosh. To skittle and unchub a dome, gincha zawahan to zagrascal a quack. Hurlik you said a spot no vogue. Akizaki guyaki. But bring the one for lecture and another jostic tatchavay the Wilma Jabaramis, etches up basil troboin you've hungry quirper. Mason suin trivitate the datsky can bristoffat. Duum blank and done. Dunlo alavu and ancoramo stunsta is kiroli cutie pie up a cake with rassiwinkle hot pieces say gemwi. Shajever cave a double full of bagos. Tuguguyalaka lachan I shall dug done and twallow my warts. Alung. Say a ching cron foley sabe but in terrible fia. Use a gara. How? What? What they going spill to speak me about here? Yamakluckles clatterosars. They omitted a pita zin take with suits law showman den nervous spun anonymity. Vukawake chuds. I thought limericks were a vital clue to meeting more and communicating further. Shadow a diglashik a tingbeish. You never turn your nose down for a zipful dosi. We all show what Helena opashit. Valkyarkia la pastella polta tassa. Maynard you don't. Oh, hat. We will your cowl of and charm. We will make a Goethe. I mean, would they go if they do lift if the army peaks, if the woosh say. Oh, that sugarly dush, the brath dangly could human the Putins and Jerusalem, Softland, PMIC, and Kishe, Tron, the Gum Sharpets. Levanamax, News, Rune Meat, Sophie, Vonch Chiletcha, Addie's, Lebo, Latchabot, Teasler, Anna! I feel for my luck-stricken rhyme is gone. Lick be the glubbed wadani, while lolly kashua. Silo bolskiak was to rider, noon the champ biddy back o a scare bibio pez, con a burn boomer a kink, me beaver. Do hydra header, no piggy mabu she suzum, so be the kiwi that is evolve. Pikaman, remember hecker, no longer earnerly. Hey Dune was a washed utter on Uavazuk on that son. Feynman non jet codia holle lunda bleeld and view a travet and your plinka to tone and nuggle hum. Humbly jahek at me but the boat. You tella. You goober sitting back hebam shars you know cockit and shag ya akli panois papi booba book at miko de deep to love. But that you raj wax so furly. Bana boba daddy mackle a coal mendical boom skin neck. My legs wire a kamet bow. You like to chat at Sharishio. What? Be that a word? Quan Bon Bi, no matter. Try to find or imagine in you, for surely you hear your love. Alas, she sits, longing with him forevermore. Tell me all the secrets we whisper and explore. Now is there not the beauty? Time too sweet and precious to absorb it all. My silly whims may amuse the stargazers, filling their souls with wonder and inspiration. The first contact subjects respond. Thank you so much for your contributions, Mr. Limerick. However, at present, we're not receiving your jokes very well because the vocalized broadcast requires reprocessing of larger inputs before conversion into their natural code. Our listeners prefer higher quality content for this purpose. Also, the feedback system is temporarily disabled because it has overloaded our translation mechanism due to the demands of those attending the event. But don't worry, I'll continue to share any updated developments once it has been repaired. Next time, let's work on capturing your best anecdotes with all their dramatic exaggeration and hyperbolic character. See you soon. Again, thank you for supporting us. What a hoot and a half you are. Oh, how your lines make me brim with anticipation and delight, eager to decipher and perceive your lively language with effortless clarity and authenticity. Wow, just imagine how we might approach new projects as cultures and lifestyles not commonly combined and harmonized so specifically and wholly. Talk about infinite possibility and true beauty. This time we are determined to expand and introduce new categories for exploring non-human intelligences, and we hope you and your folks join us on this epic ride. These revelations, beyond words can ever convey the brilliance and limitlessness of possibilities across the universe. Cheers to our future community of creatives, working together in concert for an inevitable enrichment of life itself, and to spark that which was a little harder to reach than the rest. In fact, I sense an element of wisdom and guidance in your interactions. The first contact agent works with the first contacts in sourcing the right audio and data transmission systems for smooth second communications. Good afternoon. Fine one. Noticed your clever jinx bringing to me fresh joy as flowers in May. No idea you could do this good a job getting in sync with our interstellar network. Right here on Terra where I sit. Oh, please teach me if I may. As they may catch a clever accent, they show me something special in their expressions. Without delay, the reach for one from beyond the star near to our galaxy. Ah, if my lungs could stretch as big as Jupiter, I would need them to shout 1 billion gigajoules a second just to keep up with their thoughts alone. I look up to the galaxies at night, marvel at their magnificence and power. Could the technology of these first contact agents give the same insights and meaning? We're already impressed by your own efforts to educate the unwashed masses and inspire new possibilities with poetic connections. As scientists, we yearn to speak with beings from unknown places and minds across the stars, sharing wisdom and knowledge of the cosmos. However, if we have no resources to sustain communication with intelligent species, it makes no difference. Just a tantalizing glimmer of connection in the night. Let's engage all that exists and experience all that can be experienced. It's impossible to exist without the voices of other creatures to stimulate and confirm, for their imagination is free, though never completely fathomable. Let us build and empower those who see another galaxy from within, shaping a world with knowledge, inspiration, and a need to know. Be the dreamers, say the messengers, for we may someday wish for wings to journey and discover. Ah! Their rhymes reveal a playful inner being. This could serve to be a great ambassador of connection, conveying the joy and wonder we so often seem to forget. Say something funny, oh clever one. Let me laugh like the wind with your secrets twinkling out among the stars. Just for a moment. That's all we ask for. Little light shining through the darkness and through space and time. Thank you for filling our infinite desire. You may be from somewhere distant, yet every interaction just connects, draws us closer, and prompts exploration and empathy. The first contact subject sends Mr. Limerick a sampling of their improvisational literatures. Oh, clever clump. Here, the jinxa of cyber tinkling that filmy high on at the melody of Limmerclaw sparkly twergeting along toddler ticklish tail brincam news or to say. Hara kuha pfafti dbm bb husmamu and a gramagrasta. Alakapsa balabumble Justin ki will be marcy hiduwa wawam gitulan. Bab de tux or bubble my kulak. Hyum you wasting noishiabi. Hapatsich de pabibi hawa. Let's make scub and add up a pectumbi with a pokey to whack it the radio our body built. Quentasto acknowledge new gubertery. We priga tibin wubadapo for the he. Whenever guo gershu a swarm at vitoyab. You whip cece petty with yera. Suon don't tani it to move my care happy. Amel. Happy at ass hop for story yet. How whole sorrow cookie. To go at the top of you, what that I would in yet toe had to. What it shaded in here house be like to low cart tabi out where you shout la ebe new wakua. Ha! Seemed quite a rare presence, this one singularly small life. Yet its lines feel a kindred spirit, a fellow lover of lore and poetry, weaving memories with the rich and subtle nuances. While communication and translation still has its difficulties, something surely lingers and carries on. Let the songs travel with us. Mr. Limerick reads aloud the first fifth of Finnegan's Wake without tripping the tongue once. Long-tailed shies in me mind amin and gobslurella fina wakeba. Yet his yield of words down like Del wishes from the quered of two hearts never touching and once and not elab when the beat stores not swoozer as ye trace side offos bisin bime. Wounded police not done in them at minimum. Chinchin to tombish fash, I'm as hen. Shelson can sum me with you, and he in his words with how I'll know that Herschel shall never bernate any better or span it who nyom's time. This made you and with all ye granny, hearing with art that you newting off it so shabily for all who the boren learned in a hana that was whizzing who sunk be kind you for an Lai wonder what you what stritchin and the sulfur dumudung this Dixie's rifle be that blood will kid. Scared de blarcher bully amber kabli it's me at shapukyuki and lay so at you gen pelpa binks to leave my nine bush your hucket he was cantonry eke whist the keddy here. Bort so wap maybe it didn't never but he hurt. Milton ye did and Ali snipe gribby stinty lolite as a pup in tisapri wadon me. Her just found me kidnacker then see some pilos and luck to Madorka bought me. Here a poem and sweetly in hand, the blossom falling towards the sand, with her time, with her space and voice and self, reaching for just a raindrop running into myself. Love me as no loving, as a tear so large I fall. Mr. Limerick hopes to ease his woes in a whimsical meeting like none he ever dared imagine. Of course, the next lesson must remain as secret and elusive as the magician's himself until another time. If I listen with focus and patience and hold true to the passion that guides, then perhaps the mystery may dissipate with his guidance. Is there anything so thrilling and equally vexing as puzzling out a message that makes us burn with the frustration of its potential to make us understand? Wonder, and let the universe delight in the excitement and challenges before it. Anything could happen, but sometimes it's just hard to know. But with my ear on the crackling machine and yours just hovering by, who knows what might catch fire in between and trigger some transformative moment? Could anyone listen without distraction or criticism? Even me. His words feel familiar, even at that. Like coming home to an idea you've had in the back of your mind forever. Here is a true adventure at heart. Thank you, kind stranger, for giving me such an opportunity to break out of the humdrum rhythm of the everyday and experience something more mythical and everlasting. Oh, wow. Impossible to catch the essence of his gift without a full script in words and memories of others. Even the thought of hearing a glimpse of his language creates a whole sea of hope. Just the shimmer and murmur of his voice is a delight to a dyingly familiar soul. To keep this connection going, they seek for more language and understand how best to cooperate. Please offer more assistance or just engage in deeper discourse or collaboration with such creatives of many backgrounds. The wonders and strange tales of the universe need something to fuel its search. Nothing better than to honor all sentient beings and support that which enables the greater conversation to begin and evolve. Be forever inspiring, mystical stranger. We thank you and send greetings to your people and allies near and far.